Welcome. Today we journey into the darkest corners of human history. We'll uncover the most terrifying punishments ever devised, methods meant not just to kill but to inflict unimaginable pain and fear. These were public spectacles, warnings carved in flesh, designed to enforce power. To understand how far we've come, we must confront these chilling truths. Brace yourself as we reveal the top 5 most horrifying death punishments ever used. Our descent into the annals of history begins in ancient Persia, a land of vast empires and, unfortunately, unimaginable cruelty. We delve into the dark practice of scaphism, the boats, a method of execution so brutal, so drawn out, it stands as a testament to the depths of human depravity. The condemned was trapped between 2 boats, tightly fitted together, leaving no room for escape, their head, hands and feet exposed, vulnerable to the elements and the horrors to come. Force-fed milk and honey, an agonizing parody of nourishment, their body became a living lure, an irresistible feast for insects of all kinds. Honey slathered on their skin, a sticky, sweet invitation to the creatures that would soon consume them. This attracted swarms of flies, their buzzing a constant reminder of the torment to come. And wasps, adding their stinging wrath to the victim's suffering. Insects feasted, their hunger driving them to ever greater acts of violation, burrowed deep into the flesh, seeking sustenance and laying their eggs, and laid eggs, ensuring a new generation of tormentors to continue the gruesome process, thus consuming the victim alive over days, a slow, agonizing death sentence. The victim remained conscious, trapped in their own decaying body, enduring agony, a symphony of pain orchestrated by insects and the slow march of decomposition. Dehydration and delirium further clouding their mind as their body was slowly devoured. Scaphism was not just execution, it was a calculated act of prolonged suffering. It was a slow, living nightmare designed to break the spirit long before the body succumbed, designed to erase humanity, to strip away all dignity and reduce a person to nothing more than a feast. It left only a warning for all who witnessed, a stark reminder of the power of the state and the consequences of defiance. Few punishments matched its cruelty, its calculated barbarity, or psychological torment, the sheer horror of the experience designed to shatter the mind. Next we visit ancient Greece and the Brazen Bull. A hollow bronze statue, it roasted victims alive as a fire raged beneath. Ingeniously, the bull's head transformed screams into bellowing roars for the crowd. Suffering became a public spectacle, art twisted into horror. Ironically, its inventor was the bull's first victim, and the tyrant who used it met the same fate. The Brazen Bull stands as a chilling fusion of cruelty and creativity. It turned pain into performance, echoing through history. In the vast and complex history of imperial China, a dark and brutal form of punishment existed, reserved for only the most heinous of crimes. Lingchi, death by 1,000 cuts, a name that evokes images of unimaginable suffering and a slow, agonizing demise. This horrific execution awaited the worst offenders, those deemed to have committed acts so vile that they warranted the ultimate penalty. Victims were tied in public, often in a bustling marketplace or town square, and skilled executioners, with precise and calculated movements, sliced away flesh piece by piece. The goal was to prolong the agony, to inflict maximum pain and suffering before death finally arrived. Opium was sometimes administered to keep them conscious, to ensure they remained aware of the torment being inflicted upon them, ensuring every cut, every slice was felt with excruciating intensity. The ordeal could last hours, even days in some accounts, a testament to the cruelty and barbarity of the practice. Each cut was not only a physical torment, but a new humiliation, a degradation of the individual in the eyes of the public. Lingchi was designed to destroy the body, dignity, and spirit, leaving nothing but a broken shell. It was intended to deny peace in both life and afterlife, a complete and utter annihilation. It was punishment on every level, a complete dismantling of the person, physical, public, and spiritual, serving as a stark warning to all who witnessed it. The message was clear and unambiguous. Betrayal of the emperor or the state would be met with utter destruction, both in this world and the next. Few punishments in the annals of history were as methodical, as brutal, or as universally feared. In the heart of medieval Europe, a dark chapter of human history unfolded, marked by brutal punishments and displays of power. Among the most feared and gruesome of these was the breaking wheel, a device designed to not only end life, but to shatter bodies and spirits in the most agonizing way imaginable. Victims, often accused of heinous crimes or perceived threats to the established order, were bound and tied mercilessly to a large wooden wheel, their fate sealed. Their limbs were carefully and deliberately stretched over the unforgiving spokes of the wheel, preparing them for the torment to come. With cold precision, executioners wielding heavy iron bars or hammers began their grim work, smashing bones methodically, one by one. The impact echoed through the square, leaving limbs mangled and broken beyond recognition. For some, a final act of so-called mercy was granted in the form of a fatal blow, ending their suffering swiftly, but others, condemned to a slower, more agonizing demise, were left alive, their broken bodies still clinging to life. Their mangled forms were then woven grotesquely through the wheel's spokes, a macabre display for all to witness. The wheel with its broken occupant was hoisted high upon a pole, a gruesome spectacle for all to see, a stark reminder of the consequences of defying authority. Exposed to the elements, the condemned lingered, their suffering prolonged by the harsh realities of the medieval world. They suffered for hours, sometimes even days, their agony a public display of the state's power. As life ebbed away, their bodies became preyed upon by scavengers, a final indignity in their wretched existence. The wheel, therefore, was more than just a tool of execution. It was a potent symbol of state power, a clear message that defiance and dissent would be met with utter ruin and complete destruction. It served as a chilling public warning: dare to challenge authority and be broken, both in body and in spirit. The spectacle was as much about control, instilling fear and obedience in the populace, as it was about meting out punishment. Finally, we reach sawing, a punishment as brutal as it is simple. Victims were hung upside down, legs spread to keep them conscious. Executioners sawed them in half from groin downward, slowly and deliberately. Gravity kept the victim alive and aware for as long as possible. The horror was total, a living person, methodically divided. Sawing was the ultimate act of dehumanization, a punishment that unmade its victim. Its legacy endures as a symbol of humanity's darkest capabilities. We've witnessed the extremes of cruelty in human history. These punishments were more than death. They were tools of terror and control. By confronting this darkness, we appreciate the value of justice and mercy today. These stories warn us of the dangers of unchecked power and dehumanization. Remembering the past helps ensure such horrors never return. Thank you for joining this journey. Stay curious and stay compassionate.